Hi, this is Harish here. Welcome to DB2 LUW Tips and Tricks video tutorial part 120. In this video tutorial, I'm going to describe about an issue. The issue is with regards to how the deactivation of database meddles with a point in time roll forward activity. Now, the scripts that I'm using for this is available as a freely downloadable at db2luwacademy.blogspot.in. Please subscribe to my channel youtube.com/db2luwacademy. You can reach me in email db2academy@gmail.com. Now this slide talks about the problem scenario and the solution. So the problem scenario is it's not very descriptive, but let us jump into the example so that it will be very clear for you. I don't want to go about talking more on this. So the topic is how the deactivation of database meddles with the point in time restore or roll forward ability of the database. It's a weird error that I'm getting, and it's not an erratic behavior. I'm able to reproduce the issue very consistently, like repeatedly. I'm able to do the test case and get the issue. But once the issue is there, so the only solution is to roll forward to end of logs. So I'll not be like, I cannot say point in time, so I'll have to say roll forward to end of logs. But the thing is, after I roll forward to end of logs, but still my transactions are still at the level of point in time restore only. You know, the transactions that are after that point in time, and you know, they're between that end of logs time, right? Whatever those transactions, those are not coming back to me because I initiated a point in time roll forward, right? So I think it will be, this particular tutorial will be best explained or best observed. It cannot be explained, it needs to be observed. Okay, so I jump to the examples. Okay, so here it's a very big test case, so I'm not going to do the entire test case for the sake of simplicity of the video, like it will take a long time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through the test case with this in a theoretical way. So what I did was, so all simple commands. So create the database, create DB, the database name is rolling, update the database for archival logging. So you just need to update the log arch meth1 parameter, updated. Then you take after that update, you have to take an offline backup. So I don't want that backup, so I have just said, you know, to dev null, like I'm taking the backup and I'm pushing it to the null device. Then after that, I'm connecting to the database and I'm creating a table t_log, and this 1503k.sql is just going to insert few transactions into the t_log, and because of that, there will be, you know, the transaction logs are going to get filled, and they will be eventually archived also. And I'm committing, so I'm doing the same thing. So once I did these steps, I'm taking a backup online. So in another terminal, probably you can open another terminal and take an online backup. So that backup, I'm going to show it to you. So that backup is this file. So rolling 0 inst1 part 00. This one I did yesterday. So 2017 7/26. So 26 July 1950. So evening 7:50 my time, like I'm from India, so Indian time, IST. Okay, so this is the time the backup was taken. Okay, that image is what I'm having here. Okay, and once I get the backup, I'm going to run this again, the same thing. So the same transactions, it's just going to fill up the transaction logs, and eventually because of that, it's going to archive also. We have enabled archiving, so as the logs are getting filled, it will get archived also. And after that, I'm doing a connect reset. See, this is the important step. So once I do this connect reset, the database will get deactivated. Okay, so this is where the thing that I'm saying, deactivation meddles, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restore this backup which was taken here, and I'm going to roll forward that. So when I'm going to roll forward, so after this connect reset, you can see that this is the last archive log file. Go to the archive log file location that you have configured here, right? So in the first step, so go to that, you will see that 14.log is the last archive log file, and wait for 2 minutes after deactivation. The timestamp should be somewhere around 1951, like that, okay, maybe a minute. So wait for 2 minutes after deactivation. So after waiting, so this is important, after waiting the time is 1952, okay. So 26 July 1952, wait for 2 full minutes after deactivation, wait for two full minutes. Then after that again do connect to rolling, okay. So connect to the database and again run the same transactions and again do the connect reset. So after this connect reset, you will find in the archive log location 25.log is the last archive log file, okay. Now this entire thing was already done, so I will show you that. So this is the backup image and this is right from the start. So 00.log from 1949, you can check that. 1950 the backup started, so you can check that time also, and you will have 14.log, you can see 1952 is the timestamp, okay, and that's the time I deactivated the database. So this one you will see 2.7 MB. So the rest of all are 4.2 MB, and because of the deactivation, the log file got, you know, in between it will get closed. So this 14.log contains the closing of that log file because of the deactivation. So you can easily identify that by means of the file size, okay. Now after that 15, 16, few more transactions are run, and after that again 25.log the connection got reset, right. So this is the set of archive log files that I have collected, okay, after doing this test case here, okay. So it's a very simple thing to do, okay. After this you can drop the database and copy all the archive log files into a different location. So which is what I have done, home, SolidX, downloads, rolling DB. I have kept all the log files here in a different place, okay. Next what we are going to do is delete all the archive log files which is there in the archive location. So obviously the location is home DB2 inst1 archive logs, you know, I have done that. So let's complete that. So it's already done. So DB2 terminate. Then I'm going to restore the database. So here I'm going to restore. Now watch it carefully. The restore is not a problem. So restore will go through. So it's going to restore from the rolling DB location under SolidX, downloads, rolling DB. So you can see that here, rolling DB, home, SolidX, downloads, rolling DB, and you can see that the backup image is there. So from there only it's going to take and it is going to do the restore. It's going to take a while. This is a virtual machine. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to give some time, okay. And this is the weird thing about this issue is it will happen when you do it multiple times, you know. Okay, the restore got completed, okay. Then you do the roll forward to the database, and you give the timestamp 1952 and 000 using local time and stop, and you give the overflow logs, okay. You give the overflow log path. Now in the overflow log path we need to provide those log files. Now what I'm going to do here is give only up till 14. Copy that. See, because that's the point where that's the point at which, you know, the deactivation happened, right. So I'm going to give till that point, okay. So okay, that's it. Then I can go ahead and do the commands. Copy that and run it one more time, enter. Okay, so once you do that, so it's going, so what the important point to note here is it's not going to reach to that time. See, because you deactivated it, so it's going to say roll forward recovery stopped on the database rolling because the roll forward utility cannot reach the specified point of time, you know. So which is perfectly understandable, which I don't have an issue here. But the thing is, as I add more log files to this, right, so I'm going to add 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, okay, for example. So after adding all these things, right, so come back here, paste it. So after adding all those things, so now I'm going to repeat that command. It should get completed, right? It's not going to get completed. This is the weird thing that I'm talking about. It is never ever going to get completed, even after providing all the log files. I honestly don't see a reason why. Okay, so let's go there and provide all the log files. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, everything I have provided, right? So go there, edit, paste them. Okay, you're done. So all the log files are provided. Okay, now come back here, edit. It just won't work. Now if I need to make this work, right? So what I need to do is roll forward to end of logs. So instead of giving a time, I'll have to say roll forward to end of logs and stop and do that. Okay, now remember here, you saw that, right? This was the last committed transaction, 1952, right? So that's the timestamp we gave. So since we said roll forward to end of logs and stop, it did not go through till 25, right? I don't know why. Now first thing is, I'm not able to roll forward to that particular point in time even after providing the additional log files, correct? And let's say, okay, something happened, so I want to recover. So I say I added all the log files, then I say roll forward to end of logs, but still it is recovering only up to the point in time. So I don't know what is happening here. Okay, but then the roll forward is successful. Now this is the error condition. I will show you another scenario where this error condition will not occur, and that makes this whole thing even more bizarre. Okay, so I'm going to drop the database, drop DB rolling. Okay, and then DB2 terminate. Okay, then let us remove all the log files. So let us go to OFL logs. So here is the thing, I'm just going to skip all these files. So I'm going to give till 13.log. 14.log was the log file that was containing the deactivation, right? So that was the deactivation log file. So I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, so I don't need this directory as well. So 0 to 13 I am giving. Okay, and let me go to archive logs instant. So I don't need this also, so let me delete that. Okay, done. Now what I'm going to do is repeat the same steps, restore, right? Obviously, so the restore will go through. Now the thing that you should note is I am rolling forward with the same timestamp, but the overflow log path is going to have let me show you that. Sorry, the overflow log path is going to only have till 13. So it's not going to have the 14, which is the deactivation log file, but I'm going to include it. But then you will see that it starts working now. So okay, so the restore got completed. Now you, as usual, do the roll forward. So roll forward to 1952 using local time, stop overflow. That's it. So even now also you will get the error saying that it's not able to reach to that point in time because that log file is not having that timestamp, which is perfectly fine. This is, I'm not saying this as an issue again, but once I provide the log file, that's where the culprit comes. So now give 14, 15, 16, 17. That should be enough. Okay, so just give these things here. Okay, and do the same roll forward command. This will go through now. This will go through now. That's for sure. Yes, this went through successfully, right? But remember when we did previously, right, it was never going through it, right, unless we do an end of logs, right? See, we did an end of logs, then only it went through. All this time before, it never went through, even after adding the log files, right? But if I start my roll forward, right, when I start my roll forward, this is the weird thing. When I start my roll forward, if I include my 14.log, it never reaches that point in time. even after providing all the log files. But if I do, you can do the same test case with up to, keep just only up to 10.log, run the roll forward command, then add the additional 6 log files, it will go through. But if you add till 14.log, do the roll forward, then you add 15, 16, 17, again issue the roll forward, it will not go through. It's a kind of difficult to follow what I'm saying, but then the test case is there for you. It's a very, very repeatable test case. It is a very, very weird test case. I don't know what is happening. So if somebody, after watching this video, can shed some light on this, it will be of immense help. So it will be immense help for me, and also who knows, this might be a defect also, so it's a good for the product also. Okay, that's it in this video tutorial. That's the demonstration that I wanted to give. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, DB2 LUW Academy, youtube.com. See you in the next video tutorial. Until then, bye bye.